Hi, my name is Rachel and I'm going to show you how to do the November Design at Home class. For this design class, it's going to be a Thanksgiving centerpiece. So I'm going to show you a little bit of what you'll be getting in your kit and we'll get started. So the first thing that you'll get is this little plastic tray. It's a little loamy tray, and you'll also get a piece of foam. Now mine is soaked in water, so you'll have to soak it in water. Make sure you don't push down on it. Just drop it in your sink and let it soak for a couple minutes, and then you can bring it back over to your little loamy dish here. You'll also have some tape that we'll provide for you. If you have little clippers, feel free to use them. If not, you can use some kitchen shears. We also have some lemon leaf, fern, some agonis, which is really fun. These really pretty roses here. Some of these little button mums, a few carnations, and these little dried pods. So the first thing that you are going to want to do is to grab your tape here, and we're basically going to hold down our foam so that it doesn't go flying off the table at Thanksgiving. So we are going to kind of tape it in a crosshatch kind of fashion. So I'm gonna do 2 pieces here. I actually think that might be enough for this small little piece of foam. So the first thing you're gonna want to do is grab your greenery. I like to start off with salal. So your pieces may come like this where they're a little bit bigger, and something like this you can trim down into a couple pieces. And basically for your centerpiece, if you're going for more of like a rectangular look, you can build it more outwards this way, or if you're going for more of a round shape, you're gonna just want to frame it like a wreath. But I'm gonna go ahead and make it long because that's kind of the table that I'm at right now. So my first piece, I'm gonna focus on making it longer this way. And I'm just gonna push that into the foam. You don't have to push it super far where you're puncturing it out of the foam, just enough where it feels secure. And I'm just gonna kind of work my way around. I'm gonna be keeping the pieces here a little bit shorter, just so that it kind of creates that elongated shape that I was talking about. So I'm gonna take a little piece here, kind of plunk that in. This kind of creates the base of your flower arrangement. I like to go kind of at the corners. And then I'm gonna put a little bit kind of coming off the top, maybe like right in the middle there. And pieces like this you can kind of cut apart. And you just wanna kind of work your way up, almost like a little pyramid. So you can kind of see our shape coming along. Then I'm also gonna go in with some baker's fern here. And this is another good one where you can cut them apart. So I'm gonna take a piece like here, and I'm gonna kind of follow that shape, the same shape, same shape that we were kind of going for, that elongated style. Cut your little fern apart. And you can kind of come from the bottom where you're covering up that dish so you can hide it from being seen. Tuck a little bit of the fern there. Maybe some kind of coming off the side. And if you even have like a candlestick at home, you can kind of drop that right in the middle if you wanted to, just for an extra accent. I'm gonna turn it around, make sure I have it kind of covered in the front here. So you can kind of see that shape already coming together where it's longer this way. Let me add a little bit more fern. Just get a little bit longer. It's kind of coming that way. The next thing I'm going to use is this agonis, which is this fun dark burgundy foliage. And then I'm gonna just start plunking this in. This is more of just a little filler greenery. So I'm just gonna pop this in wherever I think needs a little accent. And you could even do variated like heights if you wanted a little bit coming off the top. Kind of want to get it coming out from all sides. It's coming together. All right. Now that you have your base of greenery here, it should look something like this. Now I'm gonna go in with our flowers. I like to start with kind of the bigger floral first. So I'm going to start with our roses here. Yours will come clean, but I'm gonna take off the extra leaves. Any of the petals on the outside that may not look so great, I'll take those off as well. And for this, I don't wanna keep them like too far in where you can't see the flowers, so I'm gonna keep the stem a little long. Cut it at an angle there. And when you think of when you're putting your flowers in, I like to think of a triangle. So I am going to stick mine in at a corner there. And my next one, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna come over here. And then for my last one, I'm going to plunk. I'm gonna put it right back here. So you can see that I have a triangle shape going on. And then, so with my next item, these little yellow plants, I'm gonna stick those in the opposite, like the open spaces from where my first triangle was. And the nice thing about these too is that there's a lot of little blooms that come off that you can use to kind of fill in the area. So I'm gonna start filling those in. Just kind of keep following that shape. You can put some a little bit lower, some a little bit higher. This one I actually think, since it's a little bit fuller here, I'm gonna put that kind of right in the middle. I'm gonna cut it a little bit shorter. I'll turn this around here so you can kind of see this side that I'm working on. And always kind of turn your arrangement too so you can see, you know, the other side of from where you're working. Might show you a lot more that you need to fill in. Do some kind of coming out this way. If you don't like it so kind of fun and wild coming out here, you can do them a little bit shorter if you want it a little bit more structured. Wonderful. Put that right in the front there. And then following, I have these really fun carnations. So I'm gonna put these kind of where it needs maybe a little something else. So I think for this one, I'm gonna go right in the front. Because you can kind of see there's just a big gap of green. Just gonna plunk that right in there. Actually, I'm gonna cut it a little bit shorter. And I'm gonna do this one on the other side. And then we have these really fun pods for a little dried outdoorsy element. You might have to cut it just a little bit, but same idea. I'm just going to put it in a spot where it might need a little bit of something. I'll turn this around for you guys to see. Because you want to envision that there's going to be, you know, people from every side kind of looking at this. And I'm just going to shove that one right in there. And then I'm just going to kind of look at my arrangement, make sure that I've covered up any holes. A little tiny one over here. Just going to put a little piece of green. All right. So there's your little Thanksgiving centerpiece. Tilt it up for you here. There you go. Well, I hope you have a happy Thanksgiving and thanks for watching.